Okay, welcome everybody for the Creative Intermission with Pam Blevins Hinkle. Just a few housekeeping tips. We're asking that everyone start off staying muted. You can turn your video on for this if you'd like. Pam is going to lead us through a stretch and a song and put it all together at the end. If you have any questions, just throw it up in the chat, and if it's an immediate question, we'll interrupt and interject, and if not, we'll do a little Q&A at the end. So without further ado, take it away, Pam.
Thank you so much, Deanna. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to be here to take you on a little singing break here today. My name is Pam Blevins Hinkle. I actually wear a lot of hats in this town. Some of you know me as the director of Spirit and Place, which leads an 11-day festival. It's about to launch here on November 5, but I'm wearing a different hat today. I'm also a community song leader, and I'm very passionate about the notion that everybody can and should sing. And I co-lead a group in town called SongSquad Indianapolis, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, a few things about how this is going to work. Yes, you can keep yourselves on mute. I mean, the thing about online singing is we can't hear each other sing because of lag times. So that's not going to work. So what you'll hear is me singing, and then sometimes you'll hear lots of me's because I have a recording that I play behind here with me sounding like a choir. And you can hear, of course, yourself and your beautiful voice. Now, the great thing about that is that, like, you can make up your own harmonies, or you can dance, or you can improvise, or you can pretend your desk is a drum, and you can just engage however you want. So please feel free. It would be great when we're done singing the song if you would unmute yourself, though, for just a minute, so that we can all go woohoo and hey, and we can like see the joy, because singing really is about creating joy. So if we can hear that and see some of that, that would be great. And again, too, if you want to turn on your camera, it's not required, but it is fun to watch other people sing, and singing is a communal thing, something we need during these times. Also, feel free to rename yourself in Zoom. I think a lot of people already know how to do that if you hover over your picture and grab those three dots. And just be sure your name is there along with your pronouns so that we know. And you can turn on your captions and share reactions too. There is a chat feature right now, and you're free to ask questions in there. I won't be able to keep track of that, but Deanna's going to monitor that, and also there'll be some space at the very end if anybody has questions. And so let me just really quickly tell you about SongSquad Indianapolis. We are part of an international network called the Ubuntu Choir Network, and we are all about paperless singing in a perfection-free zone. Let me say it again. Paperless singing in a perfection-free zone. So it's about oral tradition singing, and it's no audition, and we believe everybody can and should sing. So I'm glad you're here today to try that out with us online. We are doing weekly online singing now. And so I love this picture, and I wanted to share it with you. I love it for a whole lot. One is I absolutely love trees. There's just something about them that speaks to me. And I love this particular tree because the branches look like what? They look like lungs, and the trees really are the lungs of our planet, right? And trees also have roots. And in this time with this pandemic, I know that I am needing to reground myself often and to feel rooted amidst all this change. And so I just want to begin there. I'm going to teach you a song about putting your roots down. But before we get to that right this second, can everybody just take a nice big breath? Can you do that? Just breathe in. Yeah. Do that again, and this time when you exhale, let's hear a sound. Well, I won't hear it. Make a sound with it, a big heavy sigh. You ready? Breathe in again. Oh yeah, I felt something like go there. Do that again, and this time go higher with your sigh. And just shake it out physically, kind of just like all this Zoom stuff. It's like massive fatigue. You could shake your shoulders, or you could stretch a little, kind of unkink things, and really, if you can, Like, I'd encourage you to stand up during this time. We sit all the time in front of this machine, and this is a good chance to stand up and let your whole body become the song. And we do sing with our whole bodies. So we're going to start with the song, and I'm also going to put the lyrics to the song. They're going to be on the screen, but I'm also just put them in the chat in case anybody prefers to look at them that way. Hopefully I won't knock my own sign down. This is a fantastic song called Put Your Roots Down. And we don't know who wrote it. In the community singing movement, there are lots of songs who we don't know who to attribute them to. We're hoping this will travel around and the composer will say, hey, that's my song, because we really want to give honor and praise to the creators of good work like this. So, but it's fabulous, and it just reminds us to stay rooted and reminds us that we're really connected to Earth. And it's a song that you can draw on as, medicine for yourself whenever you need it, whenever you need to feel grounded. So I'm going to sing the song all the way through, and then I'll come back and start at the top and teach it to you line by line. And it goes like this. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, you put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Now I'm going to sing. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Now you put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Again. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. All right. Now the next part. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Try that. And 'cause the sound of the river, just sing that. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Sing that line. As it moves across the stones. Now put them together. And 'cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Do it again. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones. Next part is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. That third line is the same sound as the blood in your body. Sing it. Is the same sound as the blood in your body. Do it again. Is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Now we're going to sing those 4 lines together. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Here we go. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, everybody got it? Thumbs up? Yeah? Close enough. All right, good work. All right, so now we're going to try sing along with the recording. And here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Put Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you listen. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Put your roots down, put your roots down deep in the ground. Put your roots down deep in the ground. 'Cause the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? 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 Woohoo! Yay, you! I can hear your energy from far away. Good job, good job. So that's a song. You can just carry that with you. It's a great walking song. A lot of us are doing lots of walking. And it's just a great song for reminding yourself to stay rooted and that you're connected to Earth. Now, this second song I want to share with you is another fabulous one by a group called Muse. They are an amazing duo out on the West Coast. And this one, you know, keeping with that river thing, this is a time of great turbulence, yeah? And we don't always know where we're headed. And so I love the words of this. Oh, river, especially that last line. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea, right? So thinking about how to be like water, how to flow. Water knows how to go around obstacles. Water knows it's on its journey and it's headed there no matter what, and it's going to come to a larger and greater and better place. And so that kind of faith is really what I'm trying to tune into right now. So this has 3 parts. I'm going to teach you 3 parts, and you can choose what part to sing. So the first part is, the first 2 parts are very simple. It's just finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Okay, so we're going to sing it with the recording. Everybody sing that. 1, 2, 3, go. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Now here's the harmony. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Now pick one part and sing it. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Awesome. Now then the third part's completely different, and it goes like this. Oh, actually, oh, I forgot my water to drink. Bad mistake. If you're going to sing, always have water. So the third part goes like this. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea? Sing it with me. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea? Let me sing that last line for you again. Who will I be when I reach the sea? Sing it slow. Who will I be when I reach the sea? Yeah. Who will I be when I reach the sea? Try it that way. Go. Who will I be when I reach the sea? Okay? Great. So we're just going to put them all together now. Let me make sure I got the right parts here. Okay. So what we're going to do though is we're gonna bring each line in. So we're going to start with a find it in my way, find it in my way. Then we'll add the find it in my way, find it, and then the third part we add will be the oh river. All right. So here we go.
1, 2, here we go.
Find it in my way, 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 find it in my way back home. Find it in my way, find it in my way, find it in my way, find it in my way. Find it in my way, find it in my way back home. Find it in my way, 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 find it in my way back home. Find it in my way, 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 find it in my way back home. Oh, river. I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea? Make up your own harmony. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea? Now let me say it in your bodies. Find it in my way, 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 find it in my way back home. Find it in my way, find it in my way, oh, find it in my way, find it in my way, find it in my way, find it in my way back home. Find it in my way, find it in my way back home. Yeah, good work. Yay, you. Woohoo! Awesome. That is so fantastic. Really encourage you to go Google Mom Muse. They're a duet of women doing amazing, amazing work. And like all artists, they need support and help these days too. So that wraps up the 2 songs I'm going to teach you today. You want to do song singing, SongSquad's offering 4-week sessions all throughout the year, each featuring some really incredible Black artists and song leaders from around the country. We started last week with Arne Batson. It's not too late to sign up for that. She's a former singer with Sweet Honey in the Rock, oral tradition singing, amazing. And then coming in November, we have Reggie Harris, who's from the East Coast, amazing storyteller and song leader in his own right. And you can catch more information at SongSquad Indie. And I'm so glad you were here today. And we have a minute or two for questions if anybody wants to unmute and ask a question. And somebody's still dancing. I'm seriously, and it's my friend Kathy Patalik. So yeah, hey Kathy, thank you. Yeah, singing. It's like the best medicine for these times, people. It gets, and let's just say what an important metaphor it is for activating our voices in this time, right? So we got to activate those voices and create beauty and create change in the world. Anybody have any questions?
I would like to know how you got started doing this.
So I'm a lifelong musician, but I'm actually a classically trained flutist, believe it or not. So, but I always loved to sing, and so I've ended up doing choral conducting work for 30 years in community and college and congregational settings. And then actually an illness, which was really debilitating, led me to like completely rethink about how I was going to make music in the world. And when I thought about what mattered most to me and the most precious moments is when people would come up to me after concerts or Sunday services and go, you know, I've spent my whole life either being told or thinking I couldn't sing, and today I sang. and it's the most beautiful, powerful thing I've ever had happen. And they usually tell me with tears coming down their eyes. And I'm like, that right there, that is what I care about. So that's why I turned all my focus then to community singing, to unauditioned choirs, to things that value music as a tool, as a technology of belonging, and not as something that's performative. I'm really not that interested in performance at this point in my life. I'm interested in about how we can use community singing, communal song as medicine for healing, as medicine for joy, as medicine for bringing us together. And that's what SongSquad is all about, and really the whole worldwide community singing movement, which is really amazing. And so that's it in a nutshell. Thank you for asking that question, Deanna.
I think you're awesome. You know, I love you. This was fun today. I'm so glad to see you on the agenda. Signed up immediately. So thank you for this lovely 20 minutes or a half hour, whatever we had today. This was great, Pam. Thank you.
You are so welcome. It's you know, I often say it's like it's the medicine I need, and so I'm happy to bring other people along with me if that's what people want, but like I need this. It like gets the happy endorphins going, it re-energizes me.
So we'll start calling you Dr. Hinkle.
Oh, there you go. Maybe Professor.
Professor.
Yeah,
that
maybe
medicine.
There you go. There you go.
Lisa had a question in the chat. She was wondering if you could repeat the event that you mentioned in the beginning that's coming up.
So yeah, that's my other hat. So there's a big 11-day festival called the Spirit and Place Festival that happens in town. The website is spiritandplace.org. It's 11 days of events that bring together the arts, humanities, and religion in really imaginative ways to celebrate the annual theme this year, which is origins. It's mostly virtual, but there are a few socially distanced in-person events as well. It is Spirit and Place is part of the IU School of Liberal Arts at IPUI, and we're really like a community engagement project of the school. And the festival is community curated. So it's all your friendly neighborhood arts organizations and congregations and civic groups who have created something and then put it into this beautiful container that we call Spirit and Place, which is really designed to make communities stronger and to connect people, right, to the arts, humanities, and religion. So you can see why I love Spirit and Place, because it also overlaps very beautifully with the things that I'm passionate about in my musical life as well. So check it out, spiritandplace.org. And SongSquad is songsquadindie.com. And our current singing schedule is there. Yeah, we're a .com, not a .org. .com, it's my artistic thing. And we will be announcing other amazing song leaders that we're singing with in 2021 soon. And that's on Sunday nights at from 5 to 6:30 is when our Sunday night online singing is. And it's pretty much just like what you've just seen, except our guest artists generally have much more professional recordings than I have. But it's very similar in the singing, and you get the stories about them and the stories about their song, because the work we're trying to build relationship through song, relationship to culture and tradition, relationship to artists, relationship to one another, but using music as the medium.
Wonderful. And I threw both of those web addresses that you mentioned in the chat for anyone that would like to click on them and visit them online. They're available for you there as well.
Thank you very much, Deanna.
Yeah, thank you.
Really grateful to everybody for joining me and like tuning in to see what on earth this singing thing was about, and wish you a great couple of days here with Indiana Arts Homecoming.
Yes, thank you all so much. And if you ever want to come back and revisit and get the energy, all of our sessions are being recorded and will be made available roughly a week or so. So this will be around if you need to come back for another dose of Pam and her happiness. Thank you all so much, everybody.
Bye-bye.